We are live, guys. Welcome everybody to a brand new video, a new stream to be more precise. Welcome guys to round 2 of the F1 2017 season mod career mode live on YouTube, guys. It is great to be back after a few days off. I've just been, really, if I'm honest with you guys, just unmotivated at the minute for personal reasons, and a lot's been going on with my life right now, and with YouTube as well. I just feel I'm lost, basically. I'm on a crossroads, if I'm going to be honest with you guys, with what's been going on. If you guys did not know, first and foremost, this has got nothing to do with what I am. I have a job. I got my first proper graduate job on Monday, and I start this Monday in 2 days' time. I will be starting up my new job, so I'm extremely excited about that. So streaming's going to be a little bit different from next week onwards for the future, which I will be talking about in a video that I've got lined up on Monday. So if you're there, please make sure to check that video out, because it is very important for you guys to know when the streams are going to be from now on, as of Monday to Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday will be the normal time slots anyway. Also, the reason why I've not been streaming recently is the fact that I'm just lost interest, really, in making videos, making streams with what's been going on recently. The channel's not growing as I would have liked, and at one point, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I considered quitting. I actually considered quitting YouTube. With what was been said in the community podcast thing, I don't know, you guys know what I'm on about with this. We are in a divide, and which is a real shame. But I just feel in my heart right now this channel won't grow to where I would like it to be, and I just feel it's a shame. Like, I put in a lot of effort with these streams and make it more like community based for you guys as entertainment, and it's just not doing well compared to like the big YouTuber videos and like in our community. And there's other people in this community who are amazing at making content. So I did think about quitting, but I am not. But my motivation has dropped off massively, and I could quit at any point. I'm just going to say it right now. So anyway, not enough about that. So today we are going to be doing the Chinese Grand Prix that was supposed to happen last week, but I had some technical issues with Virgin Media. The whole street went down, so what can I say about Virgin Media, about Richard Branson. So we have finally got a stream, and it will be the first of 3 today, guys. The first one is this one, of course. Then the second one is a secret video that I'm not going to reveal until 4 o'clock this afternoon, when I'm actually going to stream it. So I'm absolutely excited about this. It could go either way, but I'm happy about that. And then later this evening will be the return of the Race with the Subs series, guys. I'm so excited of bringing back Race with the Subs with you guys. It's a way for you guys to race with me. And then tomorrow, of course, is the final ever league race I will ever do on an F1 game. The last round of the AOR in Abu Dhabi, and I'm going to be running a very nice orange McLaren Honda livery, and also no one got back to me in terms of a helmet, so I'm going to go with Jenson Button's helmet from Abu Dhabi last year. So yeah. Without further ado, we're going to kick this off then. We're at China. I won't go on blabbering on as much. Good news as well, Crofty is not in this career mode anymore. I got rid of the sound commentaries for him and Anthony Davidson, so I could do my own little cheeky intro on there. So we're going to go through everything right now. Short qualifying, 50% race. We're going to be running on the softer compounds this time round. Also, a heads up as well, I haven't got the latest version of the performance mod because I just forgot about it. So I do apologise to Carlito about that. So I will have it up, guys, for the next round in Bahrain. The settings are on your screen, guys. If you don't think I'm doing Ultimate AI, there you go, on there. And I haven't tested the wet yet, so I'm going to keep it on like light cloud or something like that, just so we can have a dry race, and obviously official weather as well. So very happy to start this series off, and make sure as well, if you want to see the next round in Bahrain, make sure to slap a like on this, guys. If we get over 100 likes, I will stream tomorrow the next round in Bahrain. So if you want to see that, guys, by tomorrow, by the end of the stream, 100 likes, and I will do Bahrain tomorrow for definite for round 3. So anyway, here we go. Qualifying it is. Make sure to like the stream, subscribe if you really want me. If you want the continued support of the channel to stay alive, basically, it will keep me motivated with the likes and the subscription feeds and all that. Anyway, here we go. Chinese Grand Prix. Should be quite good. And here's my intro. Hello everybody and welcome to round 2 of the F1 2017 mod career mode on F1 2016. We are at the Shanghai International Circuit for round 2, as I mentioned, with the 2017 mods that you can find in the description, guys, for you to try out, which I'm very excited about for you guys to try out. Liveries, helmets, the performance mod itself. Massive shout out to Carlito, who made the mod as well, the performance mod, which gives us a little bit more exciting side of things as well. You may notice as well we have not got Crofty or Davidson in this because I just took the sound off so I could do my own cheeky intro. Hopefully you guys like that. I did see a comments asking about the Red Bull livery. I haven't had time to change it, so I will make sure it is fixed and is the correct one by the next race in Bahrain, which could be tomorrow. Just going to put it out there as well. So today, guys, we're going to be doing the same thing we did in the last round in Australia. We're going to be using a 2016 setup and just seeing how we go with that. Speaking of setups, I'm going to be launching a new series, guys, to the channel, which I used to do in 2012, which I personally felt got me where I am right now in terms of the community and helping you guys out. I'll be doing a setup guide and talking more about each corner, the lines and stuff like that, which I'm really excited about with Australia, which will come out, I believe, on Monday, which I'm very excited about there. So if you want to see that, guys, then let me know. Jeff's talking over me, which is standard, but the setup is on your screen, guys. If you want to use it, feel free. It did me well in career mode over the years, so that's all I can say. Our target today, guys, is 100 likes, and if we hit that, guys, in this episode, I will be doing Bahrain tomorrow, right before my final ever league race in AOR at Abu Dhabi. So if you want to see another video, guys, tomorrow, slap that like button and you guys know what you have to do. So we're going to head out then onto the track as Max Verstappen. But today, guys, as of this race onwards, I'm going to be doing polls to get you guys more interactive with the streams. And the first one is regarding tomorrow's Australian Grand Prix. We know if you have watched this morning, spoiler alert, if you want to go away for 10 seconds, then go away right now. Lewis Hamilton got pole, but you can come back now. As oh, we got the standard Harry on there, so I don't know why it's coming up with Haryanto and all that. So, oh, Haryanto's right, I forgot. So the Manor obviously is going to park up. We'll get disqualified, of course, which is quite good. No face cam this week, just because it's more. I want to get more of the content on the screen because I think some of it gets blocked off. So should be quite exciting to do this one. China, not one of my favourite tracks on the calendar to drive on the normal game, but with this performance mod, I actually quite like driving it. It's quicker, obviously. Oh, I was very tight through there. Also, as well, I've been told by the modder Carlito that if I skip anything, like skip jumping onto the track and all that, it affects the times from practice, which I did off air. So I need to make sure to not skip anything. So you're going to see the full 15-minute qualifying session here today. So just so the pack isn't going to be fixed to a time in practice. So thank you very much for letting me know about that, Carlito. Anyway, we're going to warm the tyres up here. Also, there is a spreadsheet which should be in the description. If not, I will make sure it is by the stream when the stream finishes, for the updated standings and also other things as well. Just because I accidentally lost the files for Australia, so I've had to put in a form of a spreadsheet, and the modders or anyone interested in editing the spreadsheet can live update the standings for me throughout the episode, so you can find out who is where by the end of the race as well. If there's any FPS lag as well, I do apologise about that. Don't know why it's doing it, but fingers crossed. I should have it fixed for the next stream later this afternoon for Race with the Subs, if I can. So, not the best of starts to the lap, if I'm honest, but Haven't played this game in a few days, so I will be a bit rusty. But yeah, the channel will be changing a little bit from next week onwards. If you guys did not know, I've actually picked up my first graduate job, so very happy about that. I start on Monday for a company, a very big company in the glasses industry. So you know, like the Specsavers and all that. So I'm joining a company from Monday onwards. So I'll be doing the casual 9 to 5 routine. So the streams that you've seen in the past at like 3, 4 o'clock are not going to happen anymore, but it will be later on in the night time. So the streams will also be dropped a little bit, as Lance Stroll apparently is the fastest man on the track, which is good to see. You had a bit of a nightmare today in qualifying in real life. Oh, that was a poor line there. That's a very poor line. A little bit loose at the last penultimate corner. Come up to the line. Is this going to be quickest? It is at 33.7. Not a bad start, that. Good time. Practice was around about the low 34s, so I think the 33s are going to be that pole time section. So I think there is still time to be gained, but for the minute we are P1 in the session. So you would think I would skip to the garage, but I'm not going to be doing that just in case of the practice glitch thing happening. So I'm going to avoid that the minute. So we'll head back to the pits right now. So we'll ride this in. So we'll do that very nicely.
The tank is empty.
Thanks, Jeff. Right back in, but the vote, by the way, guys, at the top right hand corner, if you did not notice it, it's just basically, I want you guys to let me know who you think will win tomorrow's Australian Grand Prix. You can pick between the top 3 on the grid. I think it's correct, I could be wrong. Hamilton, Vettel, Bottas is the top 3, and then other drivers as well, because I obviously can't put 20 drivers on there in one pole post. So vote right now who you think, and we'll find out who you guys have predicted to be the race winner tomorrow. It'll be quite nice to see what you guys think. So we'll ride back to the pits and see how we get on there. But make sure to slap a like on this. The track map I have turned off. I don't know why I've turned it off, but I'll just quickly do it now. So thank you very much for reminding me. It's just because I had the face cam on last time, so I can't remember what I put on, but we'll just keep it on rotation. I can't remember what I had on. Thanks for reminding me, Alex, as well. So yeah, make sure, guys, to slap a like on this, share the stream out, and subscribe as well if you want more of the series. Obviously, we'd love to see some new faces here as well, and already nearly about a third of the way to the target as well, which is good to see. We've still got 50% as well to come up. Haven't seen Cars 3 or anything like that. I know there is a film coming out for it, which I'm actually happy about because I did love the first one. The second one was absolutely pointless and useless. But yeah. So we'll head out for our second run then on the super soft tyre. And we'll see how we get on. Our second run, and we're still P1, which is absolutely fantastic. We haven't seen the Mercedes yet, so we haven't seen the Mercedes basically, or our teammate. But at the minute, we are currently the fastest, with Vettel second, Raikkonen third, and Lance Stroll in P4. So not too bad really. Good start then for us. Well, I think we got P7 last time out in Australia, so hopefully we can bring our luck back around again. But be interested to see how the tyre wear is going to play out on this track, which you guys know is very demanding on super soft tyres. So we'll see the tyre performance on this performance mod play out. But We'll wait and see. But I think we could maybe gain about 3 to 4 tenths, I think, for the mistakes we kind of made. I think the guys will be picking up the pace. As I said, we haven't seen the Mercedes yet post some good times. I think Ferrari maybe are sandbagging a little bit to start off with. But it's the race which is the important factor here. Let me know as well, guys, in the chat if you can hear my microphone over the game sound. A lot of you mentioned that the microphone was a little bit too loud in the Australia one. So please let me know, guys, in the comments if the sound quality is a lot better than it was before. Just going to back off a little bit so we don't get held up by the car in front of the dirty F. We catch him up. Right, let's go then. Get straight on the DRS down the straight then to start our first lap. And it's a good start. We're 3 100s up. Take this a little bit easy then. A little bit of a cheeky lock up at turn, or through the snail section. Lost a little bit of time. We're back in the green. We'll get back on that power, short shifting it.
You've got 2 laps of fuel left.
Alright, cheers, Jeff. Let me know about that. Trying to break a little bit late for the corner that time round. We're by 1/10 of a second. Only 8 100ths. Hamilton slipped into P2. So the Mercedes are now making their presence known. Short shifting it now for the double left-handers to avoid that moment there. Just went on a little bit too early on the power there. And we're only still 6 100ths up then on Lewis Hamilton in the middle sector. Short shifting up there. Look at the gap we poured there. 2.5 tenths through that one corner. Ricciardo now, our teammates, up to P2. So at the minute, could be a Red Bull lockout then at the front, which is something that you would not see, if I'm honest. But we're going to lose a little bit of speed down the straights. Obviously, the regulations have reduced the drag, so the cars will be a little bit slower than its 2016 counterparts in the straights, but in the corners they'll be a lot quicker, of course. As Bottas up to P3 then, and we're going to come out the final corner. It's going to be a 33.4, which puts us 3 tenths quicker than our teammate Ricciardo. So very good time that from us, and we are in a very comfortable position here for our first pole of the season, but pretty close. But the race is going to be the key factor. The AI, I've been told, apparently is a lot quicker than in qualifying, so definitely something to keep an eye on as we go along. But very good time there from us, 33.4, and whatever the time is, guys, someone could screenshot it for me, because I would like to see what the pole time is, what we set in the mod, compared to real life, of course. So we'll see how that pans out, but we're just going to take it nice and easy. Back to the pits. Obviously we don't want as much wear on the tyre, well, not a lot of wear on the tyre, so we're just going nice and carefully back to the pits and prepare for our final run of the session right now. Okay, sound levels are good, thank you, Nick. But make sure, guys, to share the stream out and leave a comment and leave a like, a comment, and subscribe as well. Thank you, Calling Gamer, for your feedback. Riding back to the pits now. Very close, actually. I think this is the closest I've been with Ultimate AI so far in practice. So, well, practicing with this mod, so I'm very happy about it. So we're just going to ride back to the pits. As we've got 5 minutes to go then, so we are going to be doing one more run then. Got to just keep an eye on Ricciardo, really, and the rest of the guys, because they can pick up their pace and surprise you on the last lap. So yes, it is, Jules. This is qualifying right now, and we're doing pretty well, I've got to say. Very well indeed. Also as well, make sure to vote for who you think will win the Grand Prix tomorrow. I would love to see what you guys think on there. And we're almost halfway to our target as well, which is absolutely fantastic. Remember, guys, 100 likes on this video will be allowing me and you guys to see episode number 3, round 3 of the championship in Bahrain tomorrow. So if you want to see that race, guys, you know what to do. Slap a like on this video. And currently in the votes, Lewis Hamilton leads the way on 50%, closely followed by Vettel on 30%, then Bottas and other drivers are on 10%. So very close right there. So very, very close. Right there. So remember, if you want Bahrain tomorrow, slap a like on the video on there. So we've got 3 minutes to go. We're going to just stay in the garage for a little bit. We'll look at the times quickly. So we'll have a look. We're still quickest by 0.6 of a second, so not too bad. We're actually matching Ricciardo in the final sector, but we just gained the time in the first and the last middle sector, so not too bad. As I said, the pace will pick up, of course. Actually, Bottas and Hamilton saying identical times, which is quite funny, I have to say. So the race will be interesting. Obviously, strategy's going to be played out as well, but also as well, if you can see that from Bottas, from Stroll, who else? Stoffel Van Dorn have got the incorrect flags. Apparently, I've got a little bit of a word that apparently there is a way to change the flags for the drivers. So it's nothing confirmed, but there are some guys who are good at modding are finding a way to change the flags, which you can see on the screen. So hopefully by the time, by maybe mid-season, we'll probably have everything sorted, and obviously hopefully and praying that we'll have all the tracks as well available to us to finish this season off as well, which is quite exciting for you guys, of course, as well. So we've got 2.5 minutes to go. Still fastest of all.
20th in the speed trap, 176.
Well, there you go, look at that, we're 20th in the speed trap, so our downforce is actually helping us very nicely in the first sector and the middle sector, and then we just lose all the time on the straight. So that's not what we want, of course, but yeah. Qualifying's at 6 AM in the UK, by the way. So yeah, Cameron, good to see you, mate. Welcome to the stream, and I need to go out right now. So we've got 2 minutes to go, so we best make our move out of the garage for our final run of the session. We're still P1, but I just got a feeling the AI are going to pull something out of the bag right now, so we're going to do that right now. And I think we'll have time to get out onto the track. Got green flags out. And yeah, we're going to have time, which is good. Who's this? We'll have to let the McLaren for. Oh my lord, Stoffel Van Dorn. That was close, my friend, to being a crash. So I'm going to have to go up to Rich right now. And we may have to pass Van Dorn as well, just to make sure we get a lap in here. But at the minute, I think we'll be fine, but we will be the last man across the line to set a lap time. Very late on the brakes there, as we follow Stoffel. Didn't have the best of qualifyings today in Australia, of course. Try and go on the outside of him here, just try, and I think he's on an in lap, so I don't think we're going to affect his lap anytime soon. So let's see how we get on then, as we're going to start our final lap then of the session. We've got 40 seconds to go. Well, that's not going to help our cause. So we're going to have to absolutely fly right now. Ah, it's Van Dorn's birthday as well. That's quite cool. Happy birthday, Stoffel. You're racing in Australia. First race of the season. What a good birthday present that is. So we're going to have enough time to do the lap, which is good. But we've got a lot of traffic ahead of us. Well, one of them's in the pits, thankfully. Let's see what we can push them with this car. As we'll start the lap off. And we're already up already by about 4 100ths, which is definitely a good start. Go into the snail section, and we're up, which is definitely a good start. Running a little bit wide and short shifting down to second just to make the corner. Back end slid out, but we're still up by 8 100ths, so possibly a low 33 here would be quite good. Just a little bit too early on the brakes there. We lost 5 100ths there just from the braking zone, so we're up now by 2.5 tenths again, just by making the corner properly this time round. Back end slides out, And again, but we're now up by 4/10 of a second. Ricciardo's in traffic, which is not going to help his cause, I'm not going to lie. Definitely not going to help his cause. Oh, we ran a little bit wide at the snail section. We've going to lose a lot of time here. Down by 2/10, and again running wide down there. So we've had a little bit of a cheeky little bottle there, not going to lie, but we're only up by a 10th now, 10th and a half. Just a little bit of a lock up there. We run wide, and we're only up by 5/100, nearly a 10th of a second. So a little bit wide as well at the final corner. We're not going to improve, it seems, but I think we're going to get pole anyway, which we're about to find out. We have indeed got pole, so our first pole of the season with Max Verstappen. So it's a good job there from the boys, and it is a Red Bull lockout then at the front row. So me and Ricciardo. Well, Verstappen and Ricciardo, not me, of course. On the front row, Lewis Hamilton and Bottas, and then it's the two Ferraris. Then it's Lance Stroll in P7, Grosjean, the French Baguette in P8, Massa 9th, Alonso and Van Dorn doing pretty well for McLaren in 10th and 11th, so not too bad. The rest of the field, guys, is on your screen right now. So if you want to see where your favourite driver is, of course the Manners are disqualified because they aren't in real life, and this is the only way to get them out of the race, to have 20 drivers. So that's the grid for this race, and we're going to be heading there to focus on the race. So we have got pole, but we have got the race guys coming up. So the AI, I will iterate this, the AI are a lot quicker in the race than qualifying, so shall be exciting. But slap a like on this, guys, for the pole hype. But without further ado, let's go to the race and see how we get on. This one, timeframes will be in the comments, guys, if you want to watch this back. So if you want to watch the qualifying section and the race section, then I'll put it in the comments on a pinned comment. So once it goes up, guys, please like the comment so people can see it and gives everyone a fair chance. So here we go. For the race then, here in China, Shanghai, for round 2 of the 2017 mod career mode. Apologies if it's lagging on your screen. I don't know what's going on with the game. We've had some issues recently with FPS, so I will try and fix it for the next episode, guys, in Bahrain, which could be tomorrow if you smash the like button, guys, on this video. With 100 likes the target, if we smash it, we will do Bahrain tomorrow, guys, on Mother's Day as well. A very nice one. Maybe even have a bit of pinkness to the car. Maybe, we'll have to wait and see if you guys smash the target, of course. But we're here for China. Not one of my strongest tracks, as you guys know in previous career mode episodes and the normal stuff on 2016. Hasn't been well for us in the past, so hopefully I can bring home the bacon for where we're starting in this race, which should be interesting, of course. Anyway, it is a 50% race as well, guys, as you may not know or not, but at the minute, you can see us on the front row of the grid alongside Daniel Ricciardo as well, our teammate having a lot of lockout, basically. There's Lance Stroll in P7 doing a fantastic job in only his second race of the season, and there's us. Max Verstappen on pole position with that 33.4, which is a very impressive time from us there. And there's us getting our little word in from our agent there, from Jeff. So that's always nice to hear from Jeff. And that will take us through to the grid. And very nice to be on P1, of course. Haven't been here for quite some time. But we're going to look at the strategy for this one. It's a free stopper, apparently. Perfectly dry conditions, of course, which is always nice. So it's going to be a free stop race. Obviously tyre wear is going to be changed a little bit, so we'll have to see what the performance mod will show about this, obviously. So it won't be this, could be 2 stops. We'll wait and see as well. And if you've just joined and you missed the setup from qualifying, here it is, guys, on your screen if you want to use it for your own career mode races, your league racing, or just single player, just for chilling, really. So it is on your screen, guys. I will potentially leave it in the comments as well with a time frame, so make sure to get your setup written down as well. You can pause the video, rewind back, and get it down for you guys to use. I will be launching a new series, guys, on the channel on Monday, helping you guys out with a in-depth detail of how to take corners and stuff like that. No formation up in the series as well, guys, so we're going to jump straight onto this one as Max Verstappen. So this is going to be interesting, this race here in China. Round 2 of the 2017 mod career mode is go, and Ricciardo gets a better start than us. We have a bit of a bog there, but Ricciardo is now on our inside, so we have to give him the space into turn 1. Side by side we go. And we're going to be held up to dry on the grass there. Nearly a little bottle there, but we're still side by side with Ricciardo. But he gets through. We've made contact with him. And out of nowhere, Bottas just takes the lead of the race. So great start there from Bottas, but a bit of a disastrous start for us in Red Bull. Had to short shift it as well. So we've dropped from first to third. And what did I say? The Mercedes especially just coming out of nowhere really. It's like, thank you very much, take that position from you. And the Mercedes of Bottas leads the race then, who won last time out in Australia, if you guys remember that race. I'll probably put it somewhere on the top of the screen for you guys to go and check that one out as well. And I'll leave the playlist as well of the series in the description at the end of the stream. So not a good start from us, realistically. So we have to work out strategy here. See how long these super softs can go. Obviously with the 2017 performance mod, the tyres have been adjusted as well to replicate what it could be like in the 2017 season in real life, which we will find out tomorrow really with the Australian Grand Prix. Obviously the Manners are going to be disqualified, so if you guys did not know, it's the only way to get rid of the Manners. Obviously you can't physically get rid of them. Here comes Ricciardo then, down the inside on Bottas to take the lead of the race. We're just going to hold back a little bit in case they make contact. And Bottas and Ricciardo are going to go side by side to the final corner, but Bottas backs out of it, lets Ricciardo through, and Ricciardo lead this one. But we're going to have a nice bit of slipstream on Bottas. Then down the inside we're going to go on Bottas, and we're going to take P2 from him potentially. But he's holding it around the outside, so fair play to Bottas. Getting a little bit of dirty air from Ricciardo, which isn't helping my cause right now. As we're still side by side with Bottas, we're going to be running a little bit wide on the Finnish driver, and we're going to get a bit of a better exit on him. We're going to try and go around the outside of him. If you see him with a Rosberg helmet, I don't know why that is, but I hope to get that fixed for Bahrain. But we're purple in the first sector. Obviously that would happen because it's the second lap, but we get Bottas and we're up to P2, and now we hunt down our teammate. But look how close the pack is really that we're in right now. Very close between me, Mercedes and the Ferraris. All close, and the rest of the field have just spread out, which is a bit of a shame, but that's what could happen tomorrow in Australia, so we'll have to wait and see. So we'll try to make the corner right now, running a little bit wide. Trying to get some slipstream on our teammate right now, but the Mercedes are still following us, so they may hold back a little bit on tyre wear. Right now, we've got to think about fuel right now, so we're going to just stay in lead. Get a little bit of slipstream from our teammate here, not make a move. Too early to make a move on him now, especially being teammates, which we don't want to have a first lap incident again like we just did at the start. So we're going to just hold back a little bit, not pressure Ricciardo into a mistake. We want to try and build the gap up to the Mercedes and the Ferraris behind. But Ricciardo, fastest man on the track. Jeff is on the ball with strategy, so we're going to have to keep an eye on Jeff for the time being, but I don't think we need to pit if I'm honest, but at the minute, as you can see, 18%, so I think the guys will be pitting in. Hopefully not this lap, because in real life they will be pitting. As you guys remember, I think in the career mode they all went in after lap 3. So we want to be avoiding that, of course. Ricciardo's starting to put away a little bit. I think he's going to go aggressive right now. Hamilton's right on the back of us, so obviously that's not an issue for me at the minute. A little bit of oversteer, and a bit of dirty air from our teammate, of course. Hamilton's still with us, of course, but we're going to have DRS. Hamilton will have DRS on us as well. Just doing some short shifts just to help us through. And here comes Lewis Hamilton then. We're going to deploy our DRS. And they're just coming in very slowly, the Mercedes, line astern. Hamilton and Bottas then. We'll go into the hairpin then. So we're going to see who blinks first then in the strategy department. Who's going to come into the pits first at the minute. So no one pits, of course, which is completely fine.
Okay, the pit window has opened.
As Lewis Hamilton sets the fastest lap by a 10th of a second. Running a little bit too deep. We've done the same thing we did on the first lap, but we get away with it just about. So here comes Hamilton, then gets a really good exit out of the snail section, and I just don't think he's going to be... He's actually making a move then. He's brake really late into the corner, but can't get it done. And it's actually Bottas up to P3 now. So Bottas gets ahead of his teammate. Ricciardo's starting to pull away now, so we're going to have to go up to standard now, just to try and stay with our teammate and hold on to DRS. That's going to be the big factor for us. A little bit wide as we come down then. Run a little bit wide, getting a lot of dirty air from that Ricciardo. Jeff's telling me to pit, but we're not going to pit, guys. I'm not pitting this early. With the tyres as they are at the minute, 28, 31%, we could maybe go a few more laps. Maybe go onto the medium tyre on the next stop. Try and do something a little bit different. I think 2 stops is possible here, or even 1 stop, as we've got someone blinking already. I think it's the, I think it was Hamilton. I think Hamilton's in the pits alongside, I think, Sebastian Vettel possibly, but I'm not too sure. But we're just going to stay behind Ricciardo for the time being. And it is indeed Hamilton and Vettel in the pits, so they're the first ones to blink. First ones to make the pit stop. So we're just going to stay behind our teammate for now. We'll go purple in the first sector. Got a little bit of a gap behind to Valtteri Bottas now, which is not too bad as he's fighting with his fellow Finnish driver, Raikkonen. We're going to try and get past our teammate Ricciardo. Starting to struggle a little bit, I think, through the fast speed corners, as we get a little bit of oversteer on exit. So not too bad actually. Gap behind still the same as it is, 1.5 seconds. Get into that slipstream of Ricciardo. This could be the pass for the lead. Potential lead, or we could just basically just catch up. So
The gap to the car behind is 1.8 seconds.
oh, running a little bit too deep there, very deep into the corner. We've made it just about. Well, will Ricciardo pit? He has to react. He is indeed reacting to Hamilton and Vettel. We've run a little bit wide at the last corner, as indeed both Raikkonen and Bottas are in the pits as well. So we're going to continue on. Then as we're going to try and do the 2-stop, they may go aggressive and try and do 3 stops, but we'll have to wait and see. As Raikkonen shoved onto the mediums, Perez on the soft tyre up to P2, along with Stoffel van Dorm, of course. Those guys haven't made their pit stops yet. But hopefully we can try and get out ahead of them if we can. We've gone purple in the first sector again. But Raikkonen, interesting going on the medium, so we're going to follow Raikkonen on strategy. Obviously he is in the lead pack, of course, but we'll be interesting to see where he's going to pop out. Starting to get a little bit of signs of tyre wear, but it's not that serious at the minute if it's on 42%, so we can maybe go an extra lap before considering pitting. We've got 14 seconds to Perez, so that's definitely something to think about. Not sure what the pit distance is. I think it's about 20 seconds right now. As there is Ricciardo in clean air as well, which is not what I wanted to see. Come out of the hairpin. Here we go. Doing not too bad for fuel at the minute. We will box this lap then at the end of lap 7. We just have to react. Can maybe go very long on the stint as we go purple then. 34.9 for us, so not too bad of a lap there.
So the gap to our teammate is 21.8 seconds.
We've got 21 seconds to Ricciardo, which is not too bad actually. Sainz and Perez fighting over P2. Van Dorm now. And it's actually helping. That's not going to help Ricciardo if they're fighting and Ricciardo gets to the back of them, because we don't know how long those guys on softs are going to last on their first stint. So we've got to keep an eye on how long the soft runners go. But it could help us here. I'm not too sure if it will help us jump Ricciardo, but we'll have to wait and see. So we're going to box this lap then after lap 7. A little bit loose. So we'll come then into the pits. We're going to jump onto the medium tyres then. We're going to try and go as long as possible on these mediums. Possibly do a 1-stop. Going to box then. So in we go. Let's see where we're going to pop out then. And it's a good stop from the boys. 1.8 seconds. Brilliant stop right there. Reese, good to see you, mate, in the chat. Welcome aboard. So that's a very quick stop there. And we're going to be right in the middle of this bubble right now. And I think we're going to jump Ricciardo as well. So we've done a brilliant long stint there. There's Perez in the pink Force India leading the way. But we've jumped Ricciardo thanks to the traffic, I have to say. So very good job there from Perez and Sainz, Ocon, Van Dorm and Kvyat holding up Ricciardo. So that's really helped us. But we are on the medium tyre, so we will be under pressure from these guys on softs to start with before their performance drops off. So we're in a very good position right now to possibly win this race with Max Verstappen. We'll have to wait and see how we get on. Just get a little bit dirty from Perez, just losing the back end a little bit there.
We're running an excess of fuel. We can turn up the engine to
So we're only 9/10 ahead of Carlos Sainz. Getting dirty again from Perez. Mentioned in the mod, of course, if you get behind a car, you're going to be struggling a little bit for grip. So here comes Carlos Sainz then. We're going to try and hold on Sainz if we can. If he gets past, it's not what we want. Ricciardo's making a move behind on Kvyat, I think it is. Yeah, that growling sound behind. Van Dorm's right on the back of Esteban Ocon. And they're still staying out the soft runners. This is interesting, actually. Could they be doing 1-stops? And I say that's 3 people in the pits right now. So maybe 10 laps really is ideal for the soft tyre. So we'll have to wait and see, but we've got a battle on our hands right now. Ricciardo there just behind Carlos Sainz. So Kvyat, Van Dorm and Ocon are in the pits right now. But we'll have to just see how long these medium tyres can go on for. 1% already, that's not too bad after a lap. Getting a good run here on Sainz, beautiful run. The Force India hasn't got a lot of downforce, but just can't make the move done yet. Got taking it nice and easy. Sainz behind, catching us up, as he's under pressure now from Ricciardo. So just going to just stay behind for now. Oh, the dirty F on Perez there, just pushing us wide. It's just going to bring Carlos Sainz back into the equation. Here comes Ricciardo. We're going to help Ricciardo out a little bit. Oh, we've changed camera. Not the best position to be in. And actually, look at Ricciardo's straight line speed. Look at the speed he's got. Down the hairpin, but he's going to back out of it. Actually, no, he's not. He's actually making a move on us. He's also on the super soft tyres, actually. So Ricciardo very cheekily makes a move for the lead of the race. And we've been punted from Sainz behind as he was actually coming to the pits. But this is interesting now. Ricciardo's on the super softs, we're on the medium tyre. So Ricciardo's going to pull away from us a little bit, so we'll wait and see. All we can do is try and hold on right now. Raikkonen there, up to P3, doing a good job. So, not particularly doing well at the minute, but obviously Ricciardo's on a different strategy now, so main priority is Raikkonen behind. Obviously he is on the same strategy as us. Short shifting it through the double right hand, double left hander. Gap's now 1.1, so he's starting to build the gap now, Ricciardo. We know the super softs will run for about 6 laps, I think, 6-7 laps. But remember, safety car could be played into this as well. Got to think about that. So we've just got to hold hot, ready, ride ready with Ricciardo if we can. Try and keep the gap down as low as possible for when he pits, of course, the gap's going to be a bit big. So we may try and go to the end of the race on these mediums if the tyre wear is really good. We're about to find out now. Let's have a look. 3%, 4%, not too bad. If needs be, we'll have to jump onto the super softs and do a 2-stop, but at the minute, the tyre wear's not that bad, I have to say. We just have to... Right now, back end slides out there. Ooh, moment there from us. Just trying to hold on here for dear life. On our teammate who's starting to pull away a little bit, but it's a bit of a contrast actually. Right now, so the gap I think is going to be around about 3 seconds, I think now. 2.5 actually, so obviously this will be the case. I'm on the slowest tyre available to the drivers and Ricciardo's on the fastest tyre available to the drivers, so this is going to be obvious, but it's going to play a massive role for the last stint of the race, so it's going to be interesting to see who is going to come out on top. Who do you think, guys, will win this race, me or Ricciardo? And don't say me, just put Verstappen, obviously, in the comments, of course. As Ricciardo actually is in the pits already, so that's interesting. So Ricciardo's in the pits for his second stop of the race, so we are now in no man's land right now, if I'm honest, so not where I want to be. So Ricciardo onto the medium tyre he goes, so Vettel on the softs as well. As I think he's, has he gone to the pits or is he, I think he's fighting with Lewis Hamilton actually. So don't know where Bottas is in all this because he's nowhere to be seen. So Bottas may be having some issues today. But if I'm honest, I think we could go to the end of the race on these, you know. I've got a feeling we could go right to the end on these medium tyres, which run a little bit wide though. So the question is, shall we put off the 1-stop? Remember, we have got the backup of the super softs ready in case of any issues that we may have, or safety cars or anything like that could pop up. But so far, not too bad. Obviously, we're going to be under pressure right now, so from the guys behind, as they're going to be on quicker tyres than us, but we may as well just go all the way to the end of the race. Raikkonen's on the medium tyre, Vettel is on the softs, Hamilton on the mediums. I mean, Ricciardo's on the mediums as well, so this is going to be interesting. You'll be surprised with this mod, performance mod, that we can. So I would be amazed if we could get all the way to the end of the race on these mediums.
18.5 seconds.
So at the minute, we've done what? How many laps have we done then? I can't remember right now. But I think this mod, potentially, we could get to the end of the race on these tyres. But we'll wait and see. because I literally have no idea how long these tyres will go for. These medium tyres around China, so we'll have to wait and see. How we get on with this. A little bit wide out that corner, but we're going to come down the straight then. They are catching me. Not quickly, but they are catching. As we're actually coming up to half distance already, so it's interesting. But 7% then on the tyres. It's all about managing the tyre wear. That's the main factor right now. So the gap's 7 seconds then to Raikkonen behind, and 1.7 back from Raikkonen is Lewis Hamilton. So we'll have to wait and see what happens here. They're going aggressive on their tyres. I'm being conservative right now. Just riding it very cautiously. Ricciardo's just going through the snail section. But we have got the super softs clicked and ready to go in case we have a moment where we need to pit.
Switching to an alternate strategy.
Now Jeff's on the blower. What's Jeff wanting from me this time round? We'll have to wait and find out, but it's going to be some stupid strategy call. Confirm change.
Okay, copy that.
Just going to confirm the change for now. Right, Phenom. Good to see you, mate. Go into the hairpin once again to start the second half of this race, and the tyre wear I think we can definitely do a one stop, so I think we're not going to box this lap. Obviously we'll bring the guys into the equation a little bit, but a little bit of FPS drop there, so apologies there guys for the FPS. I'll have to find that out for the race with the subs later, why I'm getting FPS drops. Minute, just chilling really. Gap's still around 7.5 seconds to Raikkonen, so it's not too bad that we can hold on to this gap right now. So we'll just go through this very beautiful section here. This middle section is really good for the car in terms of downforce levels, which we know the Red Bull tends to go down. A little bit wide though out the double left-hander. Get back on the power. And we finally reached double figures as well on the tyre wear. It's now 11%. So not doing too bad, I have to say, right now. We're only about 38 likes away from hitting our target, guys, so if you haven't already, make sure to slap a like on it. We've only got 13 laps to go then in this race here in China.
The gap behind us is 6.4 seconds.
And Raikkonen's coming up now. The gap's 6 seconds now
between ourselves and Raikkonen, and he's bringing Hamilton along to the party as well. Ricciardo's nowhere to be seen just yet on the mini-map, so a little bit of a lock-up though. 6.4 is the gap. Hamilton only a tenth behind him. Come on to the straight then, once again. What's the gap then? 6.4 still. We've got 12 laps to go then. I think now we're committing to the one stop, I feel. I think the one stop is definitely on now. As I think Hamilton's just gone to the pit, so I think these guys will be going on to their final stops. Raikkonen will be on the soft tyre, I believe, so he'll jump onto that. Hamilton will probably be on the same. Vettel probably pitted already for mediums, and I don't know what Ricciardo's going to do. If he's been on a set of... Well, he could go to the end actually, I'm not too sure what Ricciardo's going to do here. But we're sticking with one stop here. I just think with 12 laps to go, I think we'll be fine, realistically, so... We should be alright, but it's going to be interesting really. Right, Lambry, good to see you, my friend. Welcome aboard to the channel, to the stream. Good to see you. As we'll just come along then, down the straight we go. Could be in for an exciting finish here if we're doing what I think we're going to do. Got to standard now. We're going to start pushing a little bit now. Obviously having a little bit of run on this rich mix and lean for the last few laps. We're just going to just really cruise now and attack. We've got some back markers, and actually Ricciardo is continuing on. Raikkonen's in the pits for his final stop of the race, so I don't know what if he's going on mediums again. That will be a bit of a surprise, I have to say. And I think he is actually, so that's very interesting. From the guys at Ferrari there. Very interesting. So K-Mag's got issues as well for Haas, so Haas not having the best of days. A little bit wide on the last corner. Got a battle on hands though. I think this is for last place. And I think that's a Haas. And I think that's a Williams actually. Is that Massa or Stroll? Interesting. Or is it a Sauber? Can't particularly tell from this angle, but it either is a Sauber or Williams fighting for that position. But there's Ricciardo. Are you serious? Welcome to the stream. Let's find out who it is. I think, if I'm correct, it's going to be Pascal Wehrlein or Marcus Ericsson. There is Ricciardo, still carrying on.
Some information on Ericsson. It seems they fixed whatever the problem
Ericsson's
was.
now fixed his car, which is good for any fans of Marcus Ericsson. Who is, will we going to get the blue flag right now? It is indeed Ericsson at the back of the field. Hamilton has got past Raikkonen, so he's up to P3 now.
0.1 seconds.
Is him, and Ericsson's been given the blue flag, so hopefully he should get out of the way quickly, but at the minute, the gaps as it is, not particularly fussed them in. We've gone purple in the first sector as well, I've just noticed, so the charge, we've got a 14-second gap as Ericsson finally lets us through, but a bit of a weird angle for us. And indeed it is Magnussen who's got the issues on his car, so hopefully we can get past him quickly. Not lose too much time, but the dirty F from that Haas is not helping my cause right now. As we get around the back, and we should get DRS as well on K-Mag, which will be quite nice to have as well. And is he going to let us through? No, he's not. I'm probably going to let me through on the straight though. And he is indeed letting us through. So Magnussen pulls out of the way, and thanks to him we get DRS as well, which will help us get a faster snap here. So it's going to be quite nice to have. He's right on the back of us there is K-Mag. Just have to check behind where he is. There's Ricciardo, so the gap's still the same. As we're only just 2 tenths off then of our best lap of the race. So 14 seconds is the gap we've got on the guys ahead. So we're a little bit wide though at that turn 1 section. A little bit of moment there out of the snail. Ricciardo's still staying out, so maybe Ricciardo is going to stay out as well. So he's going to probably go to the end of the race as well. But I think we learned our lesson from the last race in Australia, that some of the AI could easily do a 1 stop. And we did, what, 3 stops I think it was, or 2 stops? Oh, a little bit of moment there. Out of the double left-hander. And Ricciardo's actually catching us now. He's only 13 seconds behind right now. We've only got now coming up to the line, realistically 8 laps to go. There is Ricciardo. He's coming into the snail section. We've got everything in our power now. A little bit too deep though. A little bit wide, so a little bit of signs of loss of grip right now on these tyres, but we'll have to wait and find out. Gap 13.3 with only 8 laps to go here in Shanghai. Obviously 100 likes and we will be racing Bahrain tomorrow if you want that, as Ricciardo now stamps his authority with the fastest lap of the race, as Raikkonen and Hamilton still squabbling for that final podium position. Right there, so Ricciardo's on the charge. We're not really on the charge at the minute, if I'm honest, but Ricciardo is, so we could be, maybe, if he keeps the pace up like this, unless he pits, it's over really. And we've won this one guaranteed unless we have a puncher, but I don't think we're going to get any punchers here in this race. A little bit cautious through that corner. There is Ricciardo on the map. And the gap's down to 11 seconds right now, so the shoey man could be doing a shoey on stage if he wins. Yes, it's not too bad really. I think the mod really just showcased how good the tyre wear section of this performance mod is. Just so you can replicate real life pit stops in real life, but could be 1 stops tomorrow in the race. There is Ricciardo. Be interesting to see if he pits, but I hope he doesn't pit really, because this could really bring in a good battle going on here, as we've got some more people coming out the pit lane. So we've got a little bit of traffic on our hands right now, and it's Nico Hülkenberg in the Renault, as again Ricciardo fastest lap of the race again. So he's now on the charge. We get past Hülkenberg quite easily. In fact, we got past the Renault, who actually did pretty well, I have to say, Renault today. So good job on them. Even though they didn't get into Q3, I think Hülkenberg did a good job there. So let's have a look at the tyres. Still, look at that, 19%. That's ridiculous, that is. We can go easily to the end of the race on these tyres. Easily. Ricciardo's got traffic, so that's going to help us a little bit right now. 10.8's the gap at the minute. So he's got to gain
at least about, what, a second, 1.3 seconds a lap, I think. 1.2, 1.3 seconds a lap. If he pits, yeah. Yes, Mad Dog, thanks for the quote. You know what I'm like. But I'm just going to stay out, really. There's no point pitting super softs now. Oh, Van Dorn's out the race. McLaren having a bit of a slump here with one of their drivers. So Van Dorn's the first man to retire from the race. First legit retirement. And again, Ricciardo, fastest lap of the race again. Danny Rick's on the move, I have to say. Is it too little too late though? That's the question. There is Van Dorn's car parked up on the side. The gap is still 10.8 then. Yellow flags are out. Ricciardo's just joined the back of the train of the traffic, so this can help us now. He can't pass on the yellow flags, of course, but once he's out of it, he can obviously, he'll get the blue flag and get past. As we've got Hulkenberg's teammate next up then, Jody and Palmer next to lap. Obviously Jody starting last in the race tomorrow, or was last until Lance Stroll had a 5-grid penalty, so let's see how we go on then, as we're coming up to 5 laps to go then. Ricciardo's got to gain nearly 2 seconds a lap then to win this race. I don't think it's going to happen. And he's been given the blue, drivers ahead of him given the blue flag, and he can't get past them, so that helps us a little bit, of course. So gain a little bit on him.
They're speeding up again, so I expect they fix whatever the problem is.
And Hamilton and Raikkonen still fighting over P3 there, so good job that from the boys. So hopefully Palmer gets out of the way here, and he has done. Thank you very much to Jolyon for actually letting us through this time. Running a little bit wide though, but we've gone purple in the first sector. Ricciardo has finally got past Hulkenberg, so now he's got a lot of clean air on him now, until he catches up to Jody and Palmer, of course, so we've really got to push now. But still 2 seconds a lap is what Ricciardo needs. I think it's possible here. And we've gone purple again in the middle sector. Gap's 10.1 now. Still not in single digits yet, the gap. But still just over exactly 2 seconds a lap is needed to win this race right now. Yep. Carlito's in the chat, by the way, if you don't know, guys. He's interested to know. The guy in question is KD Gamer, so make sure, guys, to check him out on his performance mod. More people that try this mod out, the better, so we can get the performance of the tyre wear. Very good. So that's why I'm trying this, so he can see what needs changing, but I think the tyre wear definitely needs adjusting. Super Softs is fine, I think. Maybe a little bit. Ricciardo's in the pit, so that's definitely slam dunk victory for us, I'm afraid. So I think the tyres need a little bit of adjusting, I think, to wear. So it's a shame, but that's the race over with. We're going to win this. Which is a real shame, even though Ricciardo now is on super softs as Raikkonen sets the fastest lap of the race. As we're just continuing on.
Okay, distance to teammate 14.7 seconds.
Unless Ricciardo just slam dunks in some really quick times, he's got no chance. He may not even be on the podium by the end of this one, but that, guys, is basically it. Ricciardo's bottled it. So I want to see some bottles in the chat for Ricciardo. Couldn't hack it for four laps. And we've got some yellow flags out. This will most likely be for Perez. Could be wrong. Yep. Phenom, indeed. It is a bit of an anticlimax, not going to lie. Really would have liked Ricciardo to catch us up there and try and get us on the last lap, but it is what it is, as there's still people coming in the pit lane, so they're on their final stop, 3 stops here. We've done one pit stop we've done in this race, and that's the tyre wear. Oh, hello. Oh my god, Lance Stroll's just blown his engine right in front of me. Holy, I've never seen that before. Stroll's going to park it up on the outside there, but never seen that before on my screen. Absolutely great to see that. So Stroll's engine's blown up. But if you want to join the discussion, guys, after the race, I'll be in the official Discord for Ryan L83. You guys can join if you want. It's completely free of charge. Just click on the link in the description and you just sign up. That's all you got to do. I'll be in the voice chat after the stream for a little bit, so if you want to talk to me, feel free. May even give away some spoilers away for some future stuff, so keep your eyes out for that, guys. Come on to the straight then for the 26th time. We're going to come on to lap 27, but just look at the mediums have just gone hot. They're not even halfway to wearing out. That's just, yeah, Carlito, I think it needs changing, mate. But this is what testing's all about, really. Trying the mod out as we go along, of course. But I think the tyre wear definitely needs looking at, I think. So we even set a PB as well. Oh, of course, yeah. I will check out the boys in the Neo. Bushfink, if you don't know, guys, who I recently joined, are in the 24 Hours of Le Mans, so I will be checking them out as well. So, see how they get on today. All the best to them. As we're on the penultimate lap then, the gap 28 seconds to Raikkonen. This is like Mercedes, this is Vettel-esque driving here. Red Bull days, I have to say, where Vettel was dominant in the race on race pace, but a lot can be taken away from this one. Obviously, I think the tyre wear needs adjusting a lot in terms of wear, so that's what we want. If you've got any feedback, guys, that you want me to give to Carlito, please join the Discord at the end of the stream, and we'll put it in the performance mod section as well. So let's try and, you know, I'm trying to think of the word here. We want this mod to be perfect. So that's why I do these streams. So we're 27th. I think that's 27th overall. So that's not too bad, really, Phenom, if you count all the classes. So that's not bad, I have to say. But I'm going to check the race out at the end of this lap. So into the final corner we go for the last lap then, as our first corner cut warning has popped up after 27 laps. We've been clean until then. So here we go then, last lap. Not gonna lie, it's been a bit of a boring one as we get a second corner cut warning and we've locked up the tyres. So a little bit of a cheeky bottle there from us, but it won't make any difference there. Question is Ricciardo going to get on the podium? That's the big question, talking point.
This is your final lap of the race.
So we're just checking.
Continue to cut corners, the stewards will give you a penalty.
So one more cut and we get a penalty, but I'm not really taking it seriously now. It's going to be. I know it's you, Jamie. Don't worry. I know it's you. But here we go then. Last lap. Just playing about now, having a bit of fun. We've got the gap. We've got the tyres completely fine and dandy. As I've actually paused the game. That's how good I am. That's, just for, we'll pause the game cheekily for a little bit. As we'll come out of the snail section, we're going to just have a bit of fun now with this. We have got the win in the bag, quite comfortably, probably one of the biggest wins I've ever had in career mode. So, tyre wear OP. It is tyre wear OP right now, as we're coming into the final two corners then of this race. Starting on pole,
had a bit of a poor start, dropping to 3rd place, but the one stop has worked out beautifully for us. Someone said it earlier that it couldn't be possible. Well, I've just proved you wrong. Into the final corner, we will win the Chinese Grand Prix here in Shanghai with a one stop. Max Verstappen has done it.
You've really been great today.
Brilliant there. So, brilliant job. Brilliant job. And, yeah, it's the win for us. And Christian Horner there, very happy with that job there from Max. And all the Max Verstappen fans who are regulars on my channel will be very happy with that. And there he is, very happy with that win today here in Shanghai. There's Ricciardo. I don't think he got on the podium, I'm afraid. I would be surprised if he did, but we're about to find out in a minute once we hit the podium. There is Perez, Esteban Ocon actually. I think that's Ocon. Obviously the helmets need to be changed, of course, but we're about to find out. And actually Ricciardo did get on the podium, so good job there from Danny Rick, even though he did one more stop than Hamilton and Raikkonen as well. But there is Verstappen, picks up his win, first win of the season. And I don't know who's going to lead the championship. We'll have to wait and see the spreadsheet once we find out from Lambry, who is the very nice kind of guy who made the spreadsheet for me for this championship. So I'll have the link in the description, guys, when it comes available to me. But here is the results then of this race, round 2 of the 2017 mod career mode. We win on a one-stop strategy by 22 seconds. So even if we did make a pit stop, it would be close between me and Hamilton there. But Hamilton gets second. Ricciardo gets on the podium just about there by a 1/10 of a second from Kimi Raikkonen. Bottas P5 for Mercedes. Vettel drops to P6. Carlos Sainz 7th. Massa 8th. Ocon gets 9th. And Kvyat gets the final points paying position with just Alonso just missing out on a point by 7/10 of a second. But the rest of the results, guys, are on your screen right now. So your favourite driver, you can see who are, and the retirements were Lance Stroll with the big engine blowout at turn 1, and Stoffel Van Dorn, probably the Honda just dying on him really. But that has been the end of the race, guys. So thank you very much for watching this round of the career mode at Shanghai. The next round will be in Bahrain, and if we have hit the target, guys, by the end of the stream, I will be doing Bahrain tomorrow. If not, it will be next week that we'll be cracking on with round 3 of the championship as well. So massive thank you, guys, for coming out for this one. Make sure to like the video and subscribe as well for more content on the channel. Make sure to join the Discord, guys, right now, because I'm going to be in there for a little bit to talk about the race and stuff about YouTube as well. So until then, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I shall see you in the next video on the channel. Until then, it is goodbye from me. Have a great day, and I shall see you guys very soon. Until then, take care, guys.